Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. Today I'm going to be talking about the offer and compromise, and to tell you it's an exact science and not a guess. So anyway, welcome to the home of the 5-minute or less video. I've been doing this for 50 years. I'm a national expert in IRS representation. I worked for an IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. Yes, I've been doing this 50 years in another 6 weeks, and don't I look good? My hair looks like crap because it was colored wrong, but I look good. Anyway, I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff. Like I said, I am a national expert. I used to work the offer and compromise program when I was at Internal Revenue Service. Myself and Peter Salinger. Peter's a beast. Peter worked about 2,500 offers and compromise as a former IRS agent. He's probably the most knowledgeable person for the offer and compromise, in fact, that I know in the entire United States. We know offers and compromise. Anyway, I do this station for 3 reasons: to educate you, to give you insider information when I can, and just to have you make an informative decision. You want to use this, you use this. You don't, you don't. Anyway, let me tell you about the offer and compromise, and for you to know something. The offer and compromise is not something that you guess at. It's not something that you try to get. It is an exact science. People just think, here's the question: what will IRS take? It's not a matter about what IRS take, because it is an exact science. People believe it's just something that, well, let me throw something at IRS. We'll throw them this bone. We'll throw them this part of the pie, and let's see if IRS is going to grab that. That's not what the offer program is. And what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to have I don't want you to have misconceptions about the offer. Like I said, I used to teach the program. I used to accept offers and deny offers. The reason why I don't want you submitting a bad offer: it extends the statute a year, plus you've offered a roadmap into IRS and your assets. That's why you hire professional people when and if you can. Sometimes you can't. I understand that. You can do that on your own. But when you do, you don't want to offer IRS any more, in fact, than you have to. So let me tell you about why it's an exact science. IRS has a formula for the offer and compromise. It's not a guess. It's not a whim. It's not a percentage of your income. This is the program. IRS looks at your assets, your wholesale value, and they want to know what that value is. That's the lowest IRS is going to settle for. If you were to liquidate everything you had and you came out with $100,000, that's the lowest IRS is going to settle for, is that $100,000. They are not going to go ahead and settle for any less. They're just not going to do that. The other part of the offer is they want to know how much income you make. Yeah, they want a part of your income. They're going to want to know specifically what your income and expenses are. Why? IRS is going to take your expenses. They're going to scratch those all out, and they're going to put in their set of expenses, and that's called the IRS National Standards program. You want to find out what IRS will allow. You could go ahead and they will allow they will tell you what they'll allow for food and clothing, housing and utilities, for car payments, and car expense. You'll find them online. Just put in the IRS national expenses for those 4 columns. Then, whatever your expenses are, IRS is going to take those away and put in their expenses, and then they come up with the formula for exactly what they're going to accept your offer and compromise for. I don't go over the formula on this video. I go over it in other videos, but just understand, don't leave yet. What I need you to know is what you think you are going to get that IRS is going to allow you. IRS is going to say, no, we're using what the Department of Labor says that we should use for you and where you live. So the national standards is a big wake-up call. There's a formula. Remember, there's a formula. So if you're going to hire someone, you want to give them your financial statement so they can look at it first to see whether you're a qualified candidate. Don't go give somebody your money until you know you're qualified. Like at our firm, you give us your financial statement, I'll tell you whether we can even do the offer. So IRS accepted $18,000 in the United States. They take about 9 months to a year to work. Give me a subscription if you would. Told you everything I need to know. The offer and compromise is a very specific formula and not a guess. Thank you for the subscription.